The jungle floor exhales in the dark. Leaves shift without wind. Something coils beneath them, silent, patient, alive. You hear it before you see it. A slow, deliberate hiss that cuts through the humid air like a blade through skin. The moon hangs low, painting the forest floor in silver and shadow. Every step you take crushes something, twigs, bones, maybe both. The silence here isn't empty, it's waiting. And beneath those fallen leaves, something breathes. Not with lungs, not with mercy, just cold, calculated hunger. Tonight, the jungle doesn't sleep. It watches. The air tastes like copper and rotting wood. You can't see it yet, but you know something died here recently. The smell clings to the back of your throat, thick and metallic. Somewhere ahead, a branch snaps. Not loud, just enough to make your heartbeat skip. The canopy overhead is so dense that moonlight barely touches the ground. What little light does filter through paints the world in jagged, trembling shapes. Your foot hovers above the ground. You're afraid to step, afraid to breathe too loud. Because in this kind of darkness, sound is currency, and you've already spent too much. Then you hear it. A slow, rasping exhale, low to the ground, closer than you thought. It's not the wind. Wind doesn't pause. Wind doesn't wait. You freeze. Your eyes dart left, right, but the shadows blend into each other like wet ink. The fallen leaves ahead, they're moving. Not all of them. Just a small patch near the base of a twisted root. Rising, falling, rising again. Something is breathing beneath them. The jungle holds its breath with you. No birds, no insects, just the faint whisper of scales sliding over dried moss. The sound is soft, methodical, like fingers tracing the rim of a glass. It doesn't rush. It doesn't need to. You take a step back. The breathing stops. And in that silence, you realize the terrible truth. It knows you're there. It's always known. It was never hiding from you. You were hiding from it. Your pulse hammers in your ears. The leaves shift again, this time faster. A flicker of movement, smooth and fluid, vanishes behind a rotting log. You didn't see a shape, just the absence of stillness. The jungle exhales again. And this time, you smell it too, musky, ancient, like earth soaked in old rain. You don't see them at first, but you feel them. That prickling sensation at the back of your neck, the one that tells you you're not alone. Your ancestors felt it too, long before language, long before fire. It's hardwired, primal. The feeling of being prey. You scan the undergrowth. Nothing moves. But the shadows look wrong. Too thick, too alive. Then, there, two pinpricks of light, low to the ground, unblinking. Your breath catches. They're not reflecting the moon. They're glowing from within, cold, reptilian, devoid of emotion. The eyes don't move, but you feel them studying you, measuring, calculating distance, timing. You take another step back. The eyes don't follow. They don't need to, because now you realize there are more. To your left, another pair, faint, barely visible between two fallen branches. And behind you, no, you don't dare look behind you, but you know, you can feel it. How many are there? The forest floor is a carpet of dead leaves and shadow. Every mound could be hiding something. Every gap between roots could conceal coiled muscle and venom. You've walked into their domain. A low hiss drifts through the air. It's impossible to tell where it came from. The sound seems to come from everywhere at once, bouncing off trees, sliding under logs, wrapping around your ankles like invisible rope. Your hand trembles. You want to run, but running means noise. Noise means chase. And in this jungle, once the chase begins, it doesn't stop until something falls. The first pair of eyes shifts slightly. The head tilts. It's testing you, seeing if you'll panic. You force yourself to stay still. The seconds stretch into hours. Sweat drips down your temple. Finally, after what feels like an eternity, the eyes blink and vanish. But they didn't leave. They just stopped letting you see them. Your muscles scream. Every fiber in your body is taut, coiled like a spring ready to snap. You've been standing here, frozen, for minutes that feel like hours, waiting for the strike. But it doesn't come. Why? Predators don't hesitate. They don't toy with prey. Unless they're not hunting you. You glance down at the ground beneath your feet. The leaves are pressed flat here, disturbed. Something moved through this exact spot recently. Then you see it. A shed skin, translucent paper thin, coiled in a loose spiral at the base of a tree root. It's fresh, still slightly damp, still carrying the faint musk of the creature that left it behind. The pattern is unmistakable, dark diamonds bordered by lighter scales. You kneel slowly, carefully. Your fingers hover over the skin but don't touch. A twig snaps. Not near you, behind you. Your blood turns to ice. You don't move, don't breathe, because you understand now. The eyes you saw earlier, they weren't watching you. They were watching something else. You slowly turn your head. 10 feet away, partially hidden by a curtain of hanging moss, is a wild boar. Its eyes are wide, nostrils flaring. It's frozen too, and between you and the boar, barely visible among the leaves, is the shape. Long, thick as a human thigh, coiled into a loose S-curve, head raised just inches off the ground. The scales catch the faint moonlight, obsidian black, deep brown, flecks of gold. The head is triangular, flat. You and the boar lock eyes for a single, terrible moment. It knows. You know. The snake knows. And then, silence shatters. The boar bolts. The snake explodes forward. You don't see the strike. It's too fast. The boar squeals, a sound so raw it makes your skin crawl. Then, nothing. You hear it in the dark. A slow, rhythmic creak, like leather stretching, like bones bending. The boar is still alive, barely. You can hear its labored breathing, rapid and shallow, each inhale shorter than the last. The snake didn't bite to kill. It bit to hold. And now, coil by coil, it's tightening. You can't see them anymore. They've moved deeper into the undergrowth. But sound carries in the jungle. Every gasp, every crack. You should leave. You need to leave. But your legs won't move. Because some dark, primal part of you needs to witness this. The creaking grows louder. The boar's breathing becomes a wet gurgle. You imagine the pressure, ribs folding inward, lungs collapsing, heart straining against muscle that doesn't yield. The snake doesn't crush quickly. It waits, feels for the pulse, adjusts, tightens again. Patience. That's the true horror. Not speed, not venom, just cold, unrelenting patience. The gurgling stops. Silence rushes back in like water filling a grave. For a long moment, nothing happens. No movement, no sound. Then you hear it. The slow, deliberate hiss of scales sliding over leaves. The snake is moving again. Not away, toward you. Your heart kicks into overdrive. You take a step back. Too loud, too fast. A branch cracks under your heel. The sliding stops. You freeze. The silence is suffocating. You can feel the weight of its attention. It's trying to decide. Is this new sound a threat? Another meal? You don't breathe. You don't blink. Seconds stretch into eternity. And then, mercifully, the sliding resumes. But this time, it's moving parallel to you. Not toward. Not away. Just there. A reminder that you're in its world now. The sound fades into the distance. You finally exhale. But the fear doesn't leave. The air has changed. You notice it first in your nostrils, a sharp, acrid scent mixed with the earthy musk of reptile. It clings to the humidity, thick and invasive. Venom. The snake must have bitten something else before the boar. You press forward, each step careful, deliberate. The forest floor is treacherous here, uneven, littered with roots that look like grasping fingers. The smell intensifies. You're getting closer to something. A den, maybe, or a kill site. Ahead, the undergrowth bends slightly. Moonlight breaks through in pale shafts, illuminating a small clearing. The ground here is disturbed, leaves pushed aside, earth scraped raw, and in the center, bones, not fresh. These are old, picked clean, scattered in a rough circle like offerings at an altar. Rodent skulls, bird wings, the curved rib cage of something larger. This is a feeding ground, and you're standing in the middle of it. A chill races down your spine. You turn slowly, scanning the tree line. The shadows are deeper here, thicker. You hear it before you see it. A soft thump, something heavy dropping from above. Your eyes snap upward. There, coiled around a low-hanging branch, is the serpent. It's massive, easily 12 feet long, maybe more. Its body is as thick as your arm, scales gleaming like polished stone. The head hangs down, suspended in midair, swaying gently. You lock eyes with it. Those cold, unblinking orbs reflect nothing. No malice, no curiosity, just existence. For a moment, neither of you moves. Then, slowly, agonizingly slowly, the snake begins to uncoil. Its body slides along the branch with a sound like silk dragging over glass. You take a step back. It stops. You take another step. It resumes. It's matching you, testing you. The snake reaches the ground, and you see its full length stretched out before you. It doesn't move. You don't move. The world holds its breath. This is the moment, the precipice. One wrong move, one sound, one breath too loud, and the balance tips. Snakes strike when prey panics, when it runs. So you do the only thing you can. You stand still. Your legs tremble. Sweat soaks through your shirt. Your heart is a war drum in your chest, so loud you're certain the snake can hear it. But you don't move. The serpent's tongue flickers again. Once. Twice. It's reading the air, tasting your fear, analyzing your chemical signature. Its head sways gently, hypnotically. But this isn't a performance. This is a calculation. Seconds pass. Minutes. Time loses meaning in the space between predator and prey. You're not a person anymore. You're just another warm-blooded shape in the dark. The tension is unbearable. Your vision starts to blur at the edges. You realize you've been holding your breath. You let it out slowly, so slowly, trying not to make a sound. The snake's head tilts. Did it hear you? Then, without warning, the serpent turns. Not toward you. Away. Its body begins to slide past you, moving with that same eerie, fluid grace. You watch, paralyzed, as foot after foot of scaled muscle glides by. It's so close you could reach out and touch it. It doesn't acknowledge you. It simply leaves. The tail disappears into the undergrowth, and suddenly, you're alone again. The silence rushes back, louder than before. You collapse to your knees, gasping. Your body shakes uncontrollably. Relief, terror, exhaustion. You're alive, but you don't feel victorious. You feel allowed. The jungle decided to let you live tonight, and that's a mercy it doesn't owe you. You don't know how long you stay there, kneeling in the dirt, trying to remember how to breathe normally. The jungle has resumed its nightly chorus. Insects hum. Somewhere distant, a nightbird calls. The world is moving again, but you can't pretend. Your hands still shake. Your pulse still races. And deep in your gut, that primal alarm is still ringing. You force yourself to stand. Your legs barely support you, but you manage. You need to move. Need to get out of this clearing, away from the bones, away from the scent of death. You take a step, then another. The forest closes around you again, swallowing you in shadow. Every sound makes you flinch. Every rustle could be scales. You walk for what feels like hours. The moon has shifted overhead. The shadows have changed shape, but the fear hasn't faded. If anything, it's grown, because now you know. You've seen what lives beneath the leaves, and worst of all, you know it's still out there, hunting, always hunting. You pass another shed skin hanging from a low branch like a ghostly banner, then another. How many snakes are in this jungle? A branch cracks behind you. You spin, heart in your throat. Nothing. just shadows and silence. But you don't trust it anymore. Silence isn't empty here. It's full. You keep moving. Faster now. You're not running. Not yet. But you're close. Every instinct screams at you to bolt, to sprint, to get out. So you walk, step by agonizing step, through the dark, through the fear, until finally, you see it. A break in the trees. Moonlight spilling through. Open ground. You emerge from the jungle, gasping, stumbling into the clearing. You turn back. The tree line stares back at you. And somewhere inside, beneath the fallen leaves, something breathes. You don't leave. Not yet. Something keeps you rooted at the edge of the clearing, staring back into the dark you just escaped. Maybe it's morbid curiosity. Maybe it's respect. The jungle is still alive, still hunting. You think about the boar, the way it squealed, the way it died, slowly, silently, crushed by something that didn't hate it, didn't fear it, didn't even think about it. That's the truth of this place. There's no malice here, no cruelty, just hunger, just survival. The snake doesn't kill because it's evil. It kills because it must. And you were never part of the equation. You were just there, a variable that didn't matter. The jungle doesn't care if you live or die. It doesn't notice you. You're a ghost in a world that operates on older, deeper laws. Laws written in blood and bone and instinct. You take one last look at the tree line. For a moment, just a moment, you think you see them again. Those eyes, low to the ground, unblinking, watching. But when you blink, they're gone. You turn away. The walk back to civilization is long, but with every step, the jungle's grip loosens. The sounds fade. The fear dulls. By the time you reach the edge of the village, the sun is starting to rise. The world is painted in soft gold and pink. Birds sing. The night feels like a dream, but you know it wasn't. Because when you close your eyes, you still see them. Those cold, reptilian eyes. And you still hear it. That slow, deliberate hiss. The sound of something breathing beneath the fallen leaves. Waiting. Always waiting. And the jungle? The jungle smiles. Because there's always a next time. The jungle sleeps with one eye open. The snake coils in shadow, full and patient, its belly stretched with last night's meal. Somewhere, another creature steps into the dark, unaware of the eyes beneath the leaves. The cycle continues, silent, brutal, perfect. This is the language of the wild. No heroes, no villains, just hunger and heartbeat. If this darkness pulled you in, if the silence whispered your name, then let others feel it too. Share the fear. Subscribe to the hunt. Because the jungle isn't done with us yet, and neither are its night predators. Stay watchful.